Hey guys, so I'm back and I just wanted to talk to you about something really quickly. I remember I told y'all that this year I want us to get into hobbies, and one of the things that I wanted us to get into is a hobby that involved your community, right? So I've been doing my research. I'm like, you know what, Magali, it can't just, and remember, we're not on first name basis, so don't be calling me Magali. You can call me the mage, but don't call me Magali, baby. We're not that intimate yet. But I'm like, let me do my research. Where are my skills? How can I implement my skills? Initially, I would just look up ways to help nonprofits with their websites or things like that, because that's kind of my strength, website building and doing anything on the tech side. But I decided, you know what, let me give a little bit more of my time. I was talking to one of my good friends, and she told me about a way that she helps, and she does this basically online. However, this is something that I've done before, and I would love to do it in person because I think that there is an underlying love for teaching that I have, and I want to apply that. So she told me about literacy partners, and my mind went boom. Oh, also, let me zoom in. Let me give you a little zoom in. And yeah, that's because I live here. But you do see that green and white, right? Green and white. Okay. Stop. Put that in there. But let me give y'all a little dose. But she gave me this organization called Literacy Partners, right? I should be able to read. Talking about literacy partners that works with teaching languages within, I believe, the New Jersey and New York area. They might be in other places, but these are two areas that I know that they're present. And I'm really excited because I'm like, let me sign up because this is what I want to do. I've taught ESL before. I love working with the immigrant community. My Spanish is not, all that, not going cat, but my French is getting a lot better. And when it comes to reading and writing, my French is pretty strong. When it comes to speaking, croissant, that's all I got for you. I'm kidding. But when it comes to reading and writing, which are very important skills, right, I think I can be of great help. And I just thought, wow, this is a great skill for me to apply and actually use my time, the little that I have, to put aside to give back to my community. This is something that I can do, not only because working with immigrants, right, because I'm an immigrant, is working within my community, right, because the immigrant community is my community, but also these are new community members coming into this area. And also, when you give someone a voice, right, when you give them the ability to be able to speak up for themselves or communicate, you allow them to be a better member of your community. You allow them to share more. You allow them to partner more with the people around them. And I think that's really important, allowing people to use their voice and be able to facilitate and to really get the life that they deserve by being able to voice what they need. I think is so important. And I think it's important for me as someone who came here who didn't speak English that well, who learned it, who struggled with it, but now I'm like sort of thriving, sort of. Another thing that I'll be doing, so I'll still be doing online free tech things that won't take me that long. Like, they're gonna hire somebody that's gonna take hours and hours to build their website. I have a bunch of templates I can lend them, showcase to them, help them do this, and then say, hey, instead, can you guys hire someone who can do maintenance, right? Rather than paying for someone to start it all up and paying someone to do the maintenance. I can come in and kind of cut those costs, especially when it's something that can be really easily done for me. Another big thing I want us to consider doing, if you have the possibility, right? I know I spoke about donating. If you're going to donate anywhere, listen to me, hear me out, and you really want to impact your community, donate to your local food bank. Donate to your local food bank. There are several around me. There are some near Columbia University. There are some that are just in Washington Heights and Inwood. Donate to your local food bank. Volunteer if you can, but donate, donate, donate. We joke around about the prices of milk, we joke around about the prices of eggs, but this is a really dire need time for a lot of people, for students, for immigrants, right? And we think, oh, those are the population that are really affected. No, also like people born and raised in this city are struggling. They lived here their whole life, and these last couple of years it's been really hard being able to afford um, food, vegetables, healthy food, even finding paying for vegetables. It might be easier to go to McDonald's and get those meals that aren't that nutritious because you can't afford to buy a bunch of vegetables and fruits and milk for your family and pay that electric bill. I think it's time for us to consider the needs of our people and think, okay, where are our people really being hit the most? And if you think about how expensive your groceries are getting, because mine are crazy, I have to think about, okay, this is a place that hits the most. So I am going to really, really, really push for you guys to donate to your local food banks. I'm also going to push myself to create a food bank resource registry that I will put at the bottom link for those in the New Jersey, New York area. If you want to participate, if you want to really donate, if you want to make an impact, I think those are great places to start, to volunteer, right? Because this affects people's daily. This affects like how they're able to be a better citizen, how they're able to be a better member of the community. So I just wanted to come here and link back and say, you know, this was one of our goals for this year, right? I told you I was going to come up to you. I was going to show you how I'm becoming the person that I say I am, right? Because saying that's the person I want to be, nah, the person that I am. If I'm a person who says I care about my community, where's my community being hit? How do I help them while they're being hit in this particular area? Food banks seem like, oh man, but food banks are real. Food banks is a very physical way of helping your community, right? And you may think, oh, it's not like teaching another language, whatever, but it impacts the daily, right? You can't do much on a hungry stomach, you know? So really consider getting into donating time, but also donating money to your local food pantries. In my next video, I will talk more regarding my goals, and I will also talk more about ways I'm implementing them, ways you can also start implementing them in your local community, ways to find local resources to also do that, right? And in the comments, tell me of organizations or resources that are also in need, right? That are a part of your daily needs, whether it's housing, food, education, even school for ESL, things like that, those type of organizations. So if possible, I can put them in a list on a spreadsheet that everyone can use and reach out to work with. Also, I think that if you have food banks that you know in the area that you want me to add on this list, also do that. But also comment ways that maybe you're not working with this particular route, but you're working with another route of how you can give back to your community. I think it's important, right? It's like really our time to step up, and there's no better way to do it than working with our community. So I'll catch you guys next time. We're really getting our New Year's resolutions done, right? They are being resolved. In the back, I have my vision board that I made this year. Don't want to give y'all too much. You can barely see a lot of faces on it, which is fine because, right, it's for me. And then I have my one from last year, which is still very applicable. I think this one was a real jump start for me, and I'm going to continue to implement a lot of the things on this board as well. They basically have the same thing. This one just has white space. So I'm starting off strong with the community habits, and let me know how you do. I know this is not sparkly, I know this is not cute, but If we're gonna talk about being real, if we're gonna talk about doing things the real way, the community is the way. So I'll catch you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.